Hello students, good morning. I am Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Today we will discuss English literature. There are two books in English literature that will run in this session. First one is textbook, that is Honeysuckle. This is the book Honeysuckle. And there is one more supplementary book, that is A Pact with the Sun. Today we will discuss the Honeysuckle book, and the chapter first name is Who Did Patrick's Homework, that is written by Carol Moore. Okay students, now open the books. Open the book, page number 7, first chapter, Who Did Patrick's Homework. Okay, this is the story of a boy who was very lazy, who does not want to complete his work. Okay, in this chapter we will read about this boy Patrick, and there is also a dwarf, a elf, a teeniest size man, and this is the story of Patrick who does not want to complete his work. There are so many paragraphs, there are 10 paragraphs in this chapter. Okay, so just open the book, page number 7. Who did Patrick's homework? Paragraph first, just see. You also see in your book, I am going to read. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. His teacher told him, Patrick, do your homework or you don't learn a thing. And it's true. Something he did feel like enormous, but what could he do? He hated homeworks. Dear student, just see one by one. I will explain one by one each verse and each lines. Patrick never did homework. Too boring. Here, there is a boy whose name is Patrick, and he never did his homework. Why? Because he was feeling bored. He was not interested in completing his work, his homework given by the teachers. He said he played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. And at the place of study, he used to like what? Playing hockey. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo. Nintendo is a kind of video game. He used to play hockey, basketball and Nintendo instead. It means he does not like to complete his homework given by the teachers. He likes to play basketball, hockey and a game that is Nintendo. And his teacher told him, and his teacher also told him what? Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn nothing. His teacher also used to tell him what? That Patrick, do your homework. Patrick, you complete your homework. Otherwise, what will happen? Or you won't learn a thing. Otherwise, you will unable to learn anything. You can't learn anything. You will be failed. If you will not complete your homework, then you will be failed. His teacher used to tell to Patrick. And it's true. And it was true. Whatever his teacher said, it was true. And sometimes he feel like an ignoramus. Ignoramus means who lacks education. A person who lacks education, an ignorant person who lacks education. And sometimes Patrick also used to feel what? Ignoramus. Ignoramus means, the word meaning is given here, ignoramus, an ignorant person who lacks education. So sometimes Patrick also feels that he has lack of education, he has lack of knowledge. But what could he do? But what can he do? What could he do? He hated homework. And Patrick hated homework. He does not love to complete his work, to complete his homework. He hated homework. Although he knows that it is not good thing, but he was feeling bored while completing his homework. And the second paragraph, you see, then one day he found his cat playing with a doll. One day he was sitting in his room and he saw, what he saw? He found his cat playing with a little doll. He saw that his pet animal cat was playing with a little doll, and he saw that his cat was playing with a little doll, and he grabbed means grabs something, suddenly grabs something. Okay, grabbed means grabs. You can also see here grabbed. It is written here grabbed, GRABBED. This is the past form of grab, and the meaning of this grabs suddenly. Grasp. Okay, students, one day, just see the second paragraph. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll. One day he found in his room that his pet animal cat was playing with a little doll, and he grasped it away, and it was just grasping suddenly. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll, and it was not a doll. He was surprised when Patrick went near the cat. He found that he was surprised because that was not a doll. He wasn't a doll. Turn the page at all. Who was he then? It was not a doll with whom the cat was playing. It was but a man of tiniest size. It was not a doll. It was a man. He was a man of tiniest size. Okay, tiniest size means small size. But a man of the tiniest size. He had little wool shirt, and he also wore. He had a little wool shirt. Wool shirt. He had worn a wool shirt, and what kind of? With old fashioned breeches. An old fashioned breeches. Breeches means it is given a short trouser. He wore a woolen shirt, as well as he also wore a breeches. Breeches means short trouser. Okay, and a high tall hat. He also wore a high tall hat. High tall hat like this. He also wore a high tall hat, just like the birthday cap you have seen. Okay, that tiniest man also wore a hat. What he wore? First, he had a little wool shirt. He had wore a little shirt and small trousers of old fashion, as well as he also wore a cap, long cap, tall hats, much like the witch. It seems that he seems like a witch. He yelled. He yelled. Yelled means shouted. Yelled. Yelled means shouted. Yelled. Yelled means shouted. Just see. He yelled, "Save me! Don't give me back to the cat." When Patrick reached near the cat, the man, the teeniest sized man, the small man, requested or yelled. What he yelled? Shouted, "Save me! Save me! Save me!" When Patrick reached near the cat, there was not a doll. He was a small sized man, and he was requesting to the Patrick that save him, save him. And he was also saying that don't give me back to that cat. And he was also requesting to the Patrick that not to give him back to that cat. And he was requesting to Patrick that not to return him to the cat, because that teeniest sized man was fearing to the cat. Don't give me back to that cat. I'll grant you a wish. I'll promise you that. And he promised. He promised, and that teeniest sized man promised to the Patrick that if you will save him, if Patrick will save him, then he will grant a wish to the Patrick. And I promise you that. And that little man also promised that he will grant a wish to the Patrick. Okay, students? Is there any problem? If you have any kind of problem, you can also mention in the comments. Okay? Now see the third paragraph. Just see the third paragraph. Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer of all his problems. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. Okay? Just see, any hard word is there? Now see, Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was when the teeniest sized man promised the Patrick that he will grant a wish. Then the Patrick was feeling very happy at that moment, and he couldn't believe how lucky he was. He was feeling lucky. He was thinking that he was a lucky person, that someone is granting a wish. And here was the answer of all his problems. And he was just thinking that that man will help him and he will solve all his problems. What was the problem of Patrick? His problem was that he never wants to complete his homework. It was the problem of Patrick. So here he was thinking, Patrick was thinking that if he will save the little man, the tiniest size man, then he will complete his work. So he said, what he said? So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester. And he also demands, Patrick also demands, after hearing the promise kept by the little man, he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester. And Patrick said to the little man that if he will complete his homework till the end of the semester, that is how many days are left? That is 35 days. That is 35 days. If he will complete his homework till the end of the semester, that is 35 days, then he will save from the cat. He will save him from the cat. And if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. And he also told to the man, Patrick also told to the little man that he will do his job if he will, the tiniest size man will do his job in a good way, in a good manner, then Patrick will get, then I could get even A's. Here A's represents the grade. Here A's represent the grade. As you also get A grade, B grade, C grade in your examination. So here Patrick was also saying to the man that if he will perform his job in a very good way, in a very good manner, then Patrick will also got a A's grade. Okay? Is there any problem to anyone? Okay. Now just see the fourth paragraph. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hampers. He kicked his leg and doubled his fist, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. Oh, am I cursed? But I'll do it. Okay, student, just if you are finding any kind of difficulties in any word, you can mention in the comments. Okay, I will also tell you what are the hard words. The little man's face wrinkled. Wrinkled means, wrinkled. A slight line of wrinkled, wrinkled. The past form of wrinkle. A slight line of face, on face. A slight on face. Okay, a slight line on face. And when the little man heard the Patrick's work, then his face was wrinkled. He was surprised. He was in tension that what the Patrick has told. And the little man face wrinkled. Wrinkled means a slight line on face. When we are in tension, the glow of our face disappears. When we are feeling tensionized, when we are suffering from any kind of anxiety, at that time the glow of our face disappeared, and it seems that our face is full of wrinkled. So here, after hearing the promise, after hearing the wish of Patrick, His face was wrinkled like the dishcloth. Dishcloth means, you know, it is mentioned, it is written, the meaning, a cloth used for washing dishes. Dishcloth. It is given in your book. Right side, you can see. Okay, just see here. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth. Dishcloth means a cloth that is used for washing the dishes. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. Hamper is a kind of dustbin, or you can say a basket in which we throw some useless things. Okay, so here the writer Carol Moore was using the figure of speech. Dear student, figure of speech is the ornament of language. When you will go in class 9, 10, you will read these things. You will read the figure of speech, that is simile, metaphor, and so on. And here the writer is using like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. His face was full of wrinkles, just like a dishcloth thrown in the hampers. Okay. He kicked his leg. Intention, as we when we are also feeling any kind of tension, then we also kicked our leg. So here the little man also, what he did? He kicked his leg. And doubled his feet. Feet means to join or to punch. Right? Just see here. He kicked his leg and doubled his feet. And grimaced. Grimaced means ugly expression. That is not good expression. And scowled means a facial expression of displeased. Facial expression, that is not, he was not feeling pleased after hearing his wish. So here, okay, you can also write in your rough copy that meaning. I am writing here, grimaced. It means ugly expression. Scowled. A facial expression of dislike. Of dislike. Okay, just see the fourth paragraph once again. The little man's face wrinkled like the dishcloth thrown in the hampers, and he kicked his leg in tension and doubled down his fist, and he doubled his fist means a punch, and he grimaced means ugly expression, and scowled means a facial expression of dislikes. in हिंदी we call कि नाक भौवे पर चढ़ जाना यानी गुस्से में हो जाना. And scowled and pursed his lips. Means to close his lips. Oh, am I cursed? The little man was saying to himself that he was cursed. But I'll do it. But he had kept promise, therefore he has to do, because that little man was in the hand of Patrick, and whatever the Patrick will say, and he has to follow. The little man has to follow because the little man has granted a wish to the Patrick that if he will save him from the cat, then he will grant a wish. He promised. Therefore, he has to complete his work. Okay, students, is there any problem to anyone? And the next paragraph, paragraph number 5. Okay, students, paragraph 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 we will discuss in the next class. You revise whatever I have taught you today, paragraph 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and you also learn the spelling whatever I had mentioned here. Okay, in these 4 paragraphs we have read that there is a boy whose name is Patrick, and he was not interested in completing the homework. He used to like playing hockey and basketball and Nintendo, and he never wants to complete his homework given by the teachers. And one day when he was sitting in his room, he found that there was a cat was playing with a doll. When he reached near the doll, he found that it was not a doll. It was a man of smallest size. It was a dwarf. It was elf. Okay, it was the man. He was a man of teeniest size, and the man requested to the Patrick that if he will save him, he will grant a wish. He kept promise that he will do whatever he will say. So Patrick was also feeling happy, and he also need work because he wants to complete his homework with the help of that little man. So he saved the little man, and he also told what he wants to complete with the help of the little man. After hearing the demands of Patrick, the little man was surprised. He was wrinkled, and he was also feeling anxiety because it was a very tough job for him, but he has to do because he has kept promise. Okay, students, this is all about up to the paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in the next class we will discuss the paragraph number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and we will also discuss the word meaning of this chapter in the next class. So that's all for today. Okay, thank you.